Welcome back to the Duskmourn Early Access event. My name is Hello Good Game, and this is Azorius White and Blue Enchantments. We'll be breaking down our deck list in depth within today's video, discussing the strategies as well as synergies, providing you with a deeper understanding of how to pilot the deck effectively. Furthermore, demonstrating against all of the other content creators within Magic the Gathering. Thank you so much, Wizards, for hosting yet another phenomenal event. I really appreciate it. And then we'll conclude with our channel news, wrap-up thoughts, and deck review. If you'd like to help, leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you ever need help with your deck, the Discord's always open. That, as well as the deck list, available within the description. Alright, so this is, like I mentioned, a blue and white deck. We are of the aggro variety. Using that Voltron mentality with 22 land, powering up our creatures with auras, and that's really thanks to the reprint of Ethereal Armor for 1 mana. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment that you control and has first strike. This is a fantastic card, and we actually get a new card to pair it with, the Silent Hallcreeper for 2 mana. A 1/1 enchantment creature, so it's going to count towards the armor. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may choose one that's not been chosen, put 2 +1/+1 counters on the creeper, draw a card, or have it become a copy of another creature you control, which is pretty decent as well. What a fantastic card, specifically as it can't be blocked in the pairing of it with the armor to hit for a substantial amount of damage. And then, building around that, we're going to have the Mockingbird for 1 mana plus X with flying as a 1/1, and it can become a copy of a creature on the battlefield when it enters, except it's a bird and has flying in addition to its other types, where its mana value is equal to that creature, right? So for X equals 1, we're playing with 7 Hallcreepers in the deck, which is fantastic. You do just have to have that creature in play, obviously, before you copy it. So that's fantastic for us. And again, it can copy other things in the build, but that's its primary focus, okay? Secondary focus will be the Regal Bunnicorn. Power and toughness equal to the number of non-land permanents you control. We are stacking auras, we're stacking creatures, which will make the bunny a formidable attacker. And if we give it flying by copying it with a Mockingbird, that evasion is quite nice as well. Of course, we have removal within the deck to open our attack lane for the bunny. Of course, the Hallcreeper doesn't necessarily need to worry about that because it can't be blocked. But, it's the Mite. 1 mana, 1/1, toxic 1, can't block, can pay 1 Phyrexian White, tapping itself to choose a color. Another target creature we control will gain toxic 1 and hexproof from the chosen color until the end of turn, as well as gaining the ability that it can't be blocked by that color, which is pretty cool. So that is nice for protection, paired with the evasion if need be, to help the bunny not only survive, and the Hallcreeper as well, right, but to help ensure that we can take a lethal hit as well. And then, again, kind of pairing that with removal, right? So it is the Sheltered by Ghosts, my favorite card of the set for 2 mana. When it enters, attach it to a creature you control, and then exile a creature your opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. And then the enchanted creature, yours, gets +1 lifelink and ward 2, which is absolutely fantastic, acting as a removal spell and a life gain spell with the added protect. Like, this does it all. It's good against control decks for the ward. It's good against aggro decks for the life gain. It's good against other mid-range decks for the exile, and you become more of an aggro deck with the +1. It is ridiculous. So what a fantastic card for us to open up the attack lanes to help the bunny out, right? Of course, we will pair that with Unable to Scream, 1 mana, enchant creature as an aura. It's going to lose all abilities and become a toy artifact with base power and toughness of 0/2. And as long as it's enchanted, it can't be turned face up if it's face down. So, just a cheaper removal to make sure that we have enough in the deck to have it remain balanced. So we're not always just searching for our next removal. It's going to be there for us, right? Protection alongside the Mite with the Shardmage's Rescue, 1 mana, enchanted creature gets +1/+1. It has flash, which is nice. It's like instant speed. And then the enchanted creature has hexproof this turn, which is great. So good protection here for us. And then, you know, on the front end, alongside the Mite as a creature, we've got the Optimistic Scavenger, 1 mana, 1/1 with Eerie, an enchantment entering the battlefield in this deck, +1/+1 counter on creature, right? So that's really cool. We can push up the Hallcreeper, the Bunnicorn, the Monk, whatever it is. We can just have our creatures become a little bit more of a threat each enchantment that we play, which is the majority of the deck, of course, right? So taking advantage of all that, we will have the Entity Tracker, 3 copies of this for 3 mana as a 2/3 with flash, with Eerie as well, an enchantment entering, draw a card. Very, very good for us. And on that note, it will be paired with the Enduring Innocence for 3 mana as a 2/1 with lifelink. This is an enchantment creature, which is, you know, really, really nice. And whenever one or more creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card, triggering once each turn. And when it dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield as an enchantment, which is pretty decent to retain that draw ability, which is nice. So the lifelink is really cool for us here. It being an enchantment is really cool for us here. It coming back as an enchantment, which is great. So, you know, you're going to get a draw here. It's going to block and die. You're going to get another draw here as it comes back. Plus itself is a draw engine. Take me to London. And then, you know, the cherry on top here is Invasion of Theros as a battle for protection counters. And when it enters, search for an aura, put it into hand. And, you know, this is whatever you need. Do you need more protection? Do you need removal or life gain, right? Do you need to hit for lethal with armor? Do you want, you know, so many auras for us to get, you know, the protection, the removal, the power up, all viable options for us with Invasion. And then if we transform it, it becomes Furia, a 4/4. It has lifelink and indestructible if we have 3 enchantments, which we will. And whenever an enchantment enters, draw a card. So additional draw within the deck, which is pretty cool, as not only can it tutor a specific card for the specific matchup, you know, that we find ourselves in, it also flips into a draw, which is nice. So I'm rambling at this point. My apologies. I hope you enjoy the deck. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, and of course, kick back, relax, and let's play some Magic, yeah? Going first? Okay. I guess I'll allow it. I don't have a Mite, though, which is a bit of a bummer. If we can make it to 3. Only 22 lands in deck. It's pretty light. Wardonskis. The Dawn is home. Hey, 3rd land. I'm a bit of a Dawn myself. Please and thank you. Flash is pretty cool too, because we can maybe block with the bunny, and they're like, oh, you know, the bunny can't kill me, and well, it does. Surprise! Just like this cat. As soon as I get ready to work, he's like, you know what? I was kind of thinking I'd sit on the keyboard for a bit. Would you mind? Do you mind if I sit on the keyboard? Just for the entirety of your stream session. I heard it was early access day. What's up, Tuesdays? Say hello to chat. Fast turn. That's crazy, dude. You're crazy over there. What's going on? So we do have protection if needed. But we can also... you know, defend in another way. I think I'm looking at what I believe to be a Convoke deck here. Is it the new Wandering Emperor? No. Interesting. 2 mana up still. Yeah, we don't have a block on that, unfortunately. So down to 17. And well, I guess we'll need that protection. You only attacked with 1. So we don't need the protection. When it enters, target creature you don't control. Each creature you do control. Yeah. So even though they just attacked 1, it still would crush it with 4 damage. We need to protect. For some reason, it's the one counter, the phase one. That's what's going on there. So this is out of control. We don't have much else to do. I think I'm going to equip this. Well, no, we need the lifelink on the bunny. That's not bad to take, but this is probably better. And then push the bunny out. Hit for 6. This is substantial. Or defend against them flipping this. That might not necessarily be bad either. Let's get after it. Cut hay while the sun shines. Defending is not bad, but the lifelink is value now. And potentially worthwhile, since this deck we're playing against is Convoke oriented, and there's a good likelihood that they're just going to tap their creatures for mana. You know? And it's... Oh, that's quite good. So that's why we go. That's why we get after it, right? You take the value now. Because you might not have that value later. And, you know, we see that. We do reset it, though, and we, again, did get that life gain in the moment. So not terrible. Not terrible. Obviously not good. But it could be worse. Are you convoking? No, you're just going to tap out. And again, you know, similar. It's not just the convoke, but it's also things like the warden here and all the new survival mechanics as well, which is actually pretty cool. Those can attack though to tap, but lots of times they have alternative tap methods. As attacks are not always viable. Just one. Well, they need to defend the Boony. The Booninator, no block to 22. So this is what it's all about, right? Take the draw. Go to London. Grab the land. Nice. And we are swanging. You know, I don't love the block that they get on the bunny, but, you know, something that we do want to. That first strike is nice. Copy of the bunny. Just draw a card. Nah, I'm thinking the damage output will be nice. Draw card's cool too, but that's what Invasion does for 3. And then we've got the 2 mana spell that it draws, which is another copy of maybe the Armor or Lethal. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's a good thing we did it. It's a good thing we did it. We dodged disaster. Oh my lord. Send me to London.
You're going to London. Okay? You're going to London.
On behalf of the Commonwealth. I mean, removing our bros, like, that's a draw, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. They have a vigilance attack. They're, like, going to defend, right? Oh, look at you go. I think they see the future. How do they, like, contend against the lifelink? We could take lifelink. And that's fine, too. 2 or 3 mana aura. The choice is ours. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lethal with the... I mean, lifelink's just so fun. Another ethereal. It's a pretty good card, I've heard. Uh-oh. Can't be blocked. Can't be blocked. Uh-oh. All right, let's keep 7. We have ourselves a rematch. In with the Mite on 1. Thanks, new land. You're the best. And then a Hallcreeper 2 protected by the Mite. And, you know, an additional layer of that on turn 3. Not too bad. They have removal. Now would be the time to do that. Hallcreeper is a go. Our second draw engine is now available. Drawing through creatures, power 2 or less, drawing through enchantments. We want to do the enchantments first, because this is an enchantment. All right, the officer is a go. Again, they're convoking. The Mite is gone here, which is a bit of a bummer. And then they're going to hit for 2, and that's going to trigger the survival here. And they get a lifelink, a flying, or a +1 counter. I'm going to go with a +1 counter first. I think they go lifelink. Interesting. So sometimes it's better to, like, maybe you can dodge 2 damage spell, like a cut down, if you go with the +1 counter first. All right, we have protection if needed. Grab our +1 counters. 2 of them, which is nice, ending the turn here. That would be, like, this Hallcreeper is going to be just so good in so many decks, which is nice to see for a blue card. That's not like a, you know... The Mockingbird was, you know, another thing that was really good in multiple decks. And blue, which is just, like, nice. I appreciate that. Like, this is so limited, right? It's like, oh, it's an enchantment card. But this goes just around. Together? Oh, going to London. Okay. So that pushes them to 4-5 with the land open. And here's a knight. I see you. Let's let them pick their card before we show them our tracker, withholding that information. You think I would be better at playing Magic considering how much I just love to be withholding in my day-to-day life? It's crazy that you always tap out first main phase HGG, considering you leave me out of this. Okay, they are tapped again. Now flying? Now they take the +1. Interesting. So, the lifelink is a necessity at this point, and now that forces this to be white. It's a good thing they're tapped out. Typically, we could have been punished there. We should have tapped that first so we had this open, because they could have cast on stack. And I'm big chillin', right? We just need to protect ourselves, and next turn armor the Enduring. Or maybe this is the play. Have this become a copy of the Innocence, or draw a card. I like the lifelink for next turn. But it's also good to copy the tracker. I'll draw a card. That's very good. Could we have it become a copy of another creature? Another creature you control. And right, and then it resets those abilities. For some reason, I was under the assumption you would be able to choose one of those 3 modes each turn, not just one until they're done. So we will need to string those together. All right, some protection. Draw a card. Not terrible. The Vanguard's really good. Can we survive this? Oh, I'm in danger. This will come back as an enchantment, which I don't mind. Right? Just take the block. Their lifelink kind of sucks. Should we double block that? Probably should. We won't, though. Draw a card. It's their turn. Okay. Let's take this. For starters. Draw a card. Take their Vanguard. We need the armor on it as well. Draw a card to 10. Thank you. I guess we could have done this. I guess I want to take that, right? Just so they don't have a bunch of lifelink. All right. That is a ton of damage. Can we not pick one? No. Could be worse. I think we lose the unblockable ability, right? We're 22 life, though. I mean, we don't really mind as much as we do at this moment now again. Hey, did we change that from an enchantment creature so they can't remove it anymore? Oh, that's actually gas! Oh my lord, they can't kill the creature. Sidestep City! Wow.
You're going to London. Okay? You're going to London.
It's not an enchantment creature anymore. That is brutal. That is brutal. They take the lifelink, getting their creature back. It is the Vanguard, which is quite nice. We have Theros for the next. Damage, I guess. Down to 8. Maybe we should be blocking. I feel like I'm maybe being greedy. Three and 2 we need. That leaves us 1. 1 mana. Battle searches for the ghost. Sadly. Man, that might not be enough. I think it's our only option, though. We should have remained unblockable. Played this and focused that. We're still learning the deck, though, right? Like, Just made this. Just made this. Take the Vanguard, it's a blocker, and it pushes the team up. And then... I think we need to defend with one of them. And I should make as much lifelink as I can now. I'll go to 4 so we can block that token. I don't think that's terrible. Just a single block, we gain 11 life. That's pretty good. Right, we remove one of their attackers with a life gain swing. Should be fine. I can connect, I just need like to survive, and they're hitting for so much damage. 2 cards in hand that I don't see. It is not enough. Good game. They got close. They almost had us that game. Going first with no creature. Let's mulligan. It's irresponsible. A Mockingbird and a Hallcreeper will be enough. Invasion on 3 is nice. Let's throw a blue source away. This bird can easily be a Hallcreeper. But there's definitely a removal here. So do we play slow? Yep. I'm just going to double play. That way, if there is removal, we're still left with something. And we've baited it out. There's no way they don't interact. I just don't believe it. Maybe we get our 3rd land. Oh! Interesting. They're going to remove something. It's the Hallcreeper. 3rd land. We have removal. Okay. Funny. Oh, that has flash. LOL. Did you know that card has flash? Doesn't matter, though. Oh, which is better? Push up the ground scavenger. Oh, nice. That's good. Oh, that is good. Just spread some value here for myself. All attacks. It's cool because it loses its ability, right? 5 mana up. It could be field wipe, right? That puts us in a terrible position. Five mana, 5 in hand. Whoa, I don't even want to know. 6/6 token with flying? Bro, that's a big boy. Take the token. Push up from cut down. No land, of course. And that is a swang. At a certain point, they need to block with the Bloodletter. And the Scavenger, yep. That's fine. Down to 1. And I will draw a card. Where's my land? It's illegal, dude. I'm just going to keep that in hand. I mean, we have a very low mana curve deck, so it's not terrible. I still like to get to 4, though, right? Bats. What did they take? Theros? Okay. There it is. What a beautiful thing. Yes. Let's still do this. Just for fun, to show you. And watch them dunk on us. They've got removal. The armor, right? And now if they have removal, it has to go there, and the Hallcreeper gets to survive for lethal. Gotcha. Good game. Yeah, typically we put it on the Hallcreeper because it can't be blocked, but if they've got removal open, you know, we can't do that. Going first, keeping 7. And, well, this is a nice hand, I think. I wonder. Do you think? No. No way. Not on early access. All things considered. What do they play, you think? The bat! Looking at our hand. First things first, let me see the goodies. And I think they take the tracker, right? Probably should. Ooh. Our opponent is min-maxing every decision here. Phenomenal. A real go-getter. Alright, here's my armor. Here is my attack. Here are my +1 counters. Thank you. Yes. Yes. And then we're gonna passage just to thin the library. That's a lot of land, considering we have so few in deck. So we've dodged Cut Down, we've dodged now Lockthorn Scorn. It's just like Bitter Triumph. You know, things like this. A Liliana would be brutal. Do not play Liliana, I swear to God. No, okay, we get lucky, we get lucky. That would not be good for us. That would suck, right? So they get to draw a card. That's always nice. Our turn. Yeah, let's thin this library first and foremost. This is going to be a white source or a plains. Thank you. Let's see what we draw. That's not funny. I'll use this to block. It won't survive. Because we don't want to have it become... We'd just rather have it not become a copy of anything and keep its unblockable ability. All right. They're probably staying at 12 as they will gain 1 life, then lose that life to draw a card. We ourselves drop 1 to 18. 4 mana open, 7 in hand. Our turn. Land out that they see. Now this is not what I want. But what else do you do? And the first strike trigger is also fairly brutal. But I think we can manage. We're down this road already. Them not attacking on that last turn, I got pretty good. It becoming a scavenger isn't actually that bad. Okay, that's going to tap them out. Okay, we can't be blocked. Alright, let's enchant. There's the protection. And we just power up. Oh, why not? Oh, why not? Hit for 9. Now becoming a third scavenger. Pretty aggressive. I mean, they have enough cards that they could easily come back here. I don't doubt it. There's the life gain to 4. The draw to... There's no way they don't have the answer already. No draw. Yeah, okay, that's not good. 5th land, field wipe? What's going on? Some more creatures to block with. I've lost my unblockable. Okay. I think that's the way. No! The one time I don't spread value because I'm going to go for lethal. Force blocks. Every single turn, force blocks. Ah, that means they have another. No! Alright, alright. I'm out of cards. That was some opportunistic removal there. I feel like I've been bullied. Gix is so good. How many cards have you drawn? Right? Can I have like a Theros? I need to get rid of this Gix. But at the same time, they've drawn so many cards. How do they just not have another? No way. 6 in hand still. That's really good card advantage. Very nice. Mockingbird is a copy of the bat. You will be disappointed. Life gain's good for them, though. Flying is good. Another Hallcreeper. I like that card. A draw engine is good. The life gain may become relevant. Again, they're forced to block. So as long as they're drawing and playing at least one creature a turn, they're in a good position. Right? Because they have the draw to really help support that. Which puts us in a, a tough position for sure. Wow, really overextending unless they have a field wipe. Or a lot of creatures to play. Bro. Just drawing cards, I guess. Well, that one already did. One draws cards. One takes +1 counters. Gix is drawing cards for them anyways, which is really good. I like those two cards together. That's nice. And that's, you know, I think I might have mentioned that about the Hallcreeper, how versatile I think that this card will be in the meta, making appearances in different decks just across the board, right? Which is cool. I like that. Mockingbird, similar thing from last set. You know, there's just no way they don't have the removal. This is 7 mana. 7 mana, 7 cards. Into a post-combat Bane of Nightmares. So only 3 available mana now. We do see stun counters out on the Scavenger. Another removed. I only have 1 blocker. All I need is removal on Gix. Another removal spell. Oh my god, they're going to go to London. I'm going to London. London, England. We grab our removal. Take Gix. Power ourselves up. Wow, what a match. What an absolute slugfest. Good game. Wow. Alrighty. White and blue Azorius Enchantments. Undefeated. 4 wins, 0 losses. Our first deck, Selesnya Enchantments, also undefeated. 4 wins, 0 losses. We are 8-0 in the event so far. Of course, we have a bunch of other decks to get to, which is exciting. Doing my best to create as much new content for you all as we wait as a community for Arena's main release. Thank you for Wizards for the VIP account here today, allowing me to showcase some of these new cards to the community. I like the deck. I think it is quite formidable. I'm sure there is a way to improve it. However, Ethereal Armor is just so strong. The Silent Hallcreeper is super duper strong. Now, a note on that. This is going to come into our skill level. A few times we were forced to transform it into another creature, and we lost our unblockable ability, which we rely on here a little bit, right? So you could choose that ability first, potentially, to get it out of the way if there's another Hallcreeper, right? And then that's dealt. Well, no, then you just have to do it again. Never mind. It's just a skill issue to think about. Maybe we can find like another card to have this transform into. I love the unblockable effect. That's really good, and to lose it kind of sucks, right? So, you know, maybe there's something else that we could take on that note. Having it become a Bunnicorn is not bad. Not bad. Having it become a draw engine, not bad. Or even the Scavenger, worst case scenario. So, you know, it's not that it's not good, but maybe we could make it better, right? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Become a YouTube member. Join the community Discord. But most importantly, kick back, relax, have a magical day, and I'll see you soon in the next